Okay, so people were way more interested in exactly why I wasn't allowed to have sharp objects than I thought they would be. To answer this question, I'll tell you another story. First, you have to meet my friend Spec. Spec is my best friend, he's a piece of shit, and I'm an even bigger piece of shit, and I love him. A few years ago, Spec was staying at my apartment. He was sitting in my bed with his brand new high-end gaming laptop. I'm talking like he's had this laptop for maybe a week. I had just come out of the shower, and in my bathroom I had a pair of small, thin scissors that I sometimes use for cutting my hair. Spec on this particular day had done nothing to anger me whatsoever, but in my soul, I simply felt an urge to take the scissors and throw them at him, but miss intentionally. I used to throw knives and scissors all the time, so I was confident I wouldn't hit him. My only real goal was simply to see how he'd react. You can probably call it morbid curiosity. This will be important for later. So I come out of the bathroom, and with no warning, I throw the pair of scissors aiming so that I wouldn't actually hit him. However, my throwing skills were a little bit rusty, and they ended up perfectly striking his laptop in the dead center of the screen. This has created one singular dead pixel that has remained on his laptop ever since. Of course, I apologize profusely, and Spec is sure to remind me about his dead pixel anytime I mention having sharp objects. So the reason I wasn't allowed to have sharp objects growing up is that I was essentially born with a very strong sense of morbid curiosity. I feel like I can't get too deep into this topic because of TikTok TOS, but imagine me as an adult with a good amount of self-awareness and control was still curious enough to throw scissors at my best friend. Just think what an autistic child with no concept of morals or ethics and an overflowing amount of morbid curiosity was willing to do to other people. I will say that I'm a much more controlled person now than I was even 4 years ago, and I try really hard to learn from my actions and be a better person to those around me every day. But I try so hard because in truth, that morbid curiosity is something that will always be a part of me and something I'll likely never be able to change. But I'd much rather be restrained for the rest of my life than hurt the people that I love.